Hey witches, it's Faye the Fiend, and today we are talking about me. Basically, I just wanted to do a little intro video so you guys kind of get a feel for what is going on with my channel and the direction that I plan to take it in. I've kind of gone through a bunch of different names. My first one ever was like an Alice in Wonderland themed one, and then it was like a Kiki's Delivery Service one, and then I was the Wolf Witch at one point, and we've scratched all of that, and it's officially Faye the Fiend. So I kind of just wanted to go into like who I am, what I do, etc., etc. And so we're starting with why I'm called Faye the Fiend. And yes, I am a witch, but I'm also a shifter.
Oh my god, bro.
I know. The worst, right? The name is basically derived from the first DR that I ever shifted to, and if you want a little bit more information on that, I guess you can check out my video about my mini shifts. But I don't plan to talk too much about shifting on this video. However, I feel like I want to touch on the subject just because, I'm kind of explaining who I am, and I if that's a part of the channel, and I do want to talk about it. I personally don't think we're traveling through the universes. I don't believe in the multiverse theory. I think it's happening in our subconscious, kind of like a lucid dream, but distinct from a lucid dream. And I don't think the people who think we're traveling through the universes are crazy. Like, it's weird that people will believe astral traveling. They believe that you're going in and out of dimensions. But then if you say you're doing that through shifting, people are like, you're crazy. And it's like, and I could see why an outsider would look at that and think it's crazy, but I think it's weird that people within the occult spaces kind of label shifters as like, I don't know. It's silly. And there's a lot of misconceptions about like shifting. And so I heard a witch say that shifting isn't real because if it was real, they wouldn't be in this reality anymore. They'd just be somewhere else. And I'm like, that's not how it works. But this video is not about shifting. I also think like time doesn't exist, right? If time doesn't exist and the only thing that makes it exist is our consciousness focusing on a certain point in time, why couldn't hypothetically we shift our focus to another point in time? Like, it's really not that crazy. So like, in their defense, but I personally don't believe that's what's going on. Sorry, I just wanted to point out that like shifting isn't as crazy as people make it seem like it is, especially in the occult space, which is ironic to say the least. Shifting is not for everyone, and that's okay. If that's not your cup of tea, then just ignore those videos. It's not a big deal. But again, I am not just a shifter, I am a witch. And so the kinds of content that I want to make would be spell work and also the results of that spell work, because I don't see a lot of that. I actually did post the results of a spell that I did if you want to check that one out. I want to share tips, how-tos, my opinions on things. Yes, and all of my successes and mistakes. Maybe not all of them, but enough for you to get a vibe. I don't really go by any labels. I know there's a lot of witches that are like, I'm a kitchen witch or I'm a sea witch. Like, I don't really connect with any of that. But if I had to like label myself, I guess I would just say like I do a lot of spirit communication. I've talked to plant spirits, to animal spirits, to the dead. I've talked to saints, which are technically also the dead when you think about it. We have angels, gods. I've also talked to egregores, servitors, and so I kind of want to dive a little into that and like my experience as well. I have been posting already the interviews with the plant spirits, not my plant spirits, but the plant spirits. And I feel like I was a lot more shy back then, but I feel a little more confident now. And also, oh my god, I've been scripting out like what I want to say because I just say so much, and I don't know why, and I'm sorry. I swear, like the last video, I was rewatching it, and I'm like, if somebody took a shot every time I said they'd have alcohol poisoning right now. So I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to work on, you know, like being confident, because I know what I'm doing. You know, I know what I've been doing this for like years. Pretty sure it's been over a decade now, but it's just, I don't know, when I talk, that double Python side just comes out, and I'm like, and it's like, ugh, I hate it. But anyway, I would like to post more interviews with different kinds of spirits, not just plants, but also with more plant spirits, because they're lovely and kind. So yeah, I am a tarot reader. That is my main form of divination. I do plan to do general readings about life, love readings. I do plan to do more DR readings if you're into that. I would like to do more messages from spirit, but we'll see what spirits feel like giving us a message. I also want to get more into like conspiracy stuff. I don't want to like fuel any nonsense, right? Like, if you're asking me what's the chupacabra, like I think that'd be fun, right? Like, what is the chupacabra? But I'm not gonna dignify ignorance. You know what I mean? If you're over here like, is global warming real? Like, yes, okay, you don't need to pull out tarot cards. It's fucking real. It's 108 at 8 o'clock at night. Like, yes, it's fucking real. So I will not be doing anything that's anti-intellectualism or anti-science. I feel like that's irresponsible. And I won't be doing anything like channeling dead celebrities. I feel like that's disrespectful and also irresponsible. A lot of people just want to make like money off of people's tragedies, and I kind of want to avoid that on my channel. But I do want to, you know, channel spirits, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I want to get more into conspiracy and paranormal tarot readings, kind of like, you know, here's the video using the tarot cards, explain what's going on in this video, or explain what this cryptid is, what is it that everybody's seeing, or asking about life's mysteries, like what happens when you die, pull some tarot cards and see. But I do want to do more spooky stuff with the tarot, so if you guys have any questions that you'd like answered, you know, and you trust me to answer them, I'm here. And then we have the where. You can really only find me here. I technically had an Instagram, but they stole my phone, and then I couldn't log back into it, and then like their support sucks. And apparently you have to pay Meta for support, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. So I'm not going back to Instagram. I technically do have a TikTok. It's on private right now for many reasons. Yeah, so really all I have is the YouTube and then the Etsy if you guys want to purchase any readings. I do not have WhatsApp. Please, I mean, I'm not famous enough for people to scam, but if at any point they're like, use WhatsApp and message me, blah blah blah, like, no, this is the only channel I have, and the Etsy that's linked in the description is the only Etsy I have. That's it. So finally I have my goals, and my goal is to post one video a week. So realistically I will post about a vid a week, but ideally I would like to post tarot videos and then a witch video. So about 2 to 3 every week. We'll see how that goes though. I don't want to start promising the world just because I have a bunch of ideas. So that's where we're going to start, and hopefully it works out. As always, fiends, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something. Also, for the shifters, if you have any suggestions that aren't story times, I would appreciate that. I feel like all I ever see from other shifters is how to shift videos or like method videos, and then like story times that we really can't validate at the end of the day. So I don't know. Let me know. Thank you for watching.